What's up, 12s? NorbCam here. I realized I haven't really had a chance to really talk too much about, in depth about the Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner deals. I thought it'd be great to kind of dissect that a little bit more and then kind of the implications as it has for the rest of the season as we are kicking off our first preseason game in less than a week. Can you believe that? We're going to finally have football to watch in less than 7 days. It's that time of the year now. Pretty excited. And so it turned out to be a great opportunity as I was contacted by a 12 way over on the East Coast from Roanoke, Virginia. So I'm going to introduce to you 12. His name is Connor Bunn. Say hi to the 12s out there, Connor.
What's up?
All right, so Connor contacted me. He actually is a high school student. So tell me a little bit about where you go to school.
I go to school at Cave Spring High School in Roanoke, Virginia, and I'm a rising junior, and right now I'm working on a project for my sports marketing class, kind of doing a sports project and kind of promoting, and I've been wanting to get on NorbCam for a while, and I thought this was an awesome time to do it.
We'll do that Seahawks style. It'll be interesting to see how Seahawks fly over in your high school over in Virginia, but of course they know who we are. They may not like it, but hopefully that won't affect your grade. Okay, I want to talk about the Russell Wilson signing. Since this is your project, your class, how about you start it off, and then we'll go from there.
Well, when I first found out that he got his contract, I was kind of relieved, and it was going on for a little bit, and there were rumors that he was going to go somewhere else because of the interview where he said he's gone different places before, and I wasn't too worried about it. I was just kind of waiting for the Seahawks to give him his money, but I actually read an interesting fact today where his agent wouldn't let him buy a home in Seattle until he got paid. So I think the money is well deserved, and he's deserved every bit of it with his play and what he's done for the organization, and I'm ready for the upcoming season. I've heard a lot of people say he doesn't deserve it, and there's other quarterbacks should be paid higher, but when you look at it, 3 years in the league, and he's taken us to the playoffs and the Super Bowl twice and already has a Super Bowl ring. I think he deserves every bit of it.
Well, I agree with you on that I think he deserves every bit of it as well. I've been a Wilson supporter since the beginning, since the first game he won the job from Matt Flynn, and I think he's worth every dollar, despite the fact that critics will say it's our defense and our running game that is why we've been winning. I beg to differ. If you look at a lot of these games that we did win, if Wilson had not done his Houdini magic, we may not have won the first Super Bowl. So people make a big deal out of the guaranteed amount for the new money, but really when you look at how it's spread out over time, it's actually a pretty good deal, especially the fact that he's still playing this final year of his rookie contract at $1.5 million. So it turns out to really be less than $20 million. So, in that regard, I think it's a great deal for both sides.
I totally agree with that. I thought it was very well put together by the Seahawks organization, and I think they came to a great agreement on that. Still with 1 year left on his rookie contract, so they handled it perfectly, and I was amazed with the deal, and I'm happy with it.
So what do you tell people when people say, "Oh, they overpaid Wilson"?
I try not to listen to it too much because around here in Roanoke, there's a bunch of Redskins fans. Just different fans, and they always have something to say about Seattle, and I try not to listen to it, but I kind of just let them watch the game and watch his play, and then that kind of shuts him up a little bit. But there are a lot of Niner fans over here though, so they keep their mouth running.
You said Niner fans?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of Niner fans over here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'd expect there'd be Washington fans as well as Carolina fans.
It's funny because my whole family is Carolina fans because where I grew up 2 hours away from where they play, and my family's just been a follower of them, so it kind of feels good to go to the different route and be a 12 fan and stay a Seahawk fan. But there's a lot of different fans. We have Oakland fans, Cowboy fans, of course, Redskins fans, and it feels good to be a 12 because there's not much of them over here. So
tell me, how does a guy who grew up in Virginia and a family that is Panther fans become a 12? You're the black sheep in the family.
You're right. It started all just me really just liking Seattle's uniforms when I was little, and then I think when I got of age to really understand football, I just paid attention to them and watched them when they were winning and watched them when they were losing. And then I really started getting into them in the 2012 season when they made that playoff run. And ever since then, I've been in love. I've followed them these past 3 years, and it's been great. So my family doesn't really give me much heck about it, but when we went to the Panther game this year when they played Seattle, I was catching it the whole game, but we were still able to pull out the win though.
Down to the last minute. That's kind of how it's been in the regular season against the Panthers. Want to talk about the Wagner situation now? 4 years, $43 million, 22 guaranteed. Yeah, it's about $10 million a year.
Bobby Wagner is very deserving of it. He's been a key player for our defense, and without him, I don't think we would have gone as far as we had, and I think he's a great leader as long as Kam Chancellor and Earl Thomas and those guys. So I think keeping him was a big part, and them signing him kind of took a load off the Seahawks' shoulders.
I was never worried about the Russell Wagner situation after they got Russell signed, because whatever deal they were going to sign, they would make sure that they could take care of Wagner also. So he's definitely earned it. When he hasn't been in there, Seattle's not the same team, so they definitely need him on the other side of the ball. He's probably the second, maybe this, if not the number one, number two most important guy on the other side of the field next to Earl Thomas. But then it brings up Kam Chancellor. What do you think about his holding out?
I'm not too terribly worried about it. I think the Seahawks will pay him, and they're just trying to get their money right. I've known Kam Chancellor a long time, back when he played at Virginia Tech.
Played in your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
So were you aware of him back in those college days?
Yeah, I was able to go to a Virginia Tech fan day and was able to get his autograph, and I got his autograph on a poster. That was awesome. I think they'll give him his money here sooner than later, and he'll be back on the field.
What we don't know is how much he's asking for, because he's got a pretty decent contract already, but as a strong safety, but he's definitely one of the best safeties out there, and he probably is worth more than what he signed for. But he's my favorite defender too, so it's hard for me to not want to see him get what's due. Looking ahead at the season, what are you excited about as far as what you look forward to that's going to be different this season?
At first, losing Byron Maxwell, I was sad to see him go, but a player of his caliber, we just can't afford him, and it's unfortunate. But with that being said, Jimmy Graham coming, I was really excited because I'm a big fan of his, and he's a great player all around, and I think he's going to do good things for us.
Yeah, red zone threat that we haven't had. Now it feels like we've got the upper hand. So looking ahead, we won't necessarily do a complete schedule prediction. I'm going to be doing one soon enough, so I don't want to spoil that yet. But tell me some of the games that you're most looking forward to, and you kind of have circled as either important games or games that maybe you're concerned about.
The first two I have circled. I don't know if I'm necessarily concerned about them or I'm just really excited about them. I mean, at St. Louis, which is giving us a little bit of trouble, and then at Green Bay, and it's just hard to play at Green Bay in general. So I think those two games are going to be good ones, and then obviously I have the Panther game circled on my calendar, even though they come and play in Seattle, but just because of my family. And then just going down the stretch, the Niner games I always have circled, and I'm just really excited for the season. I think we have a good schedule, a little challenging, but I think with the players we got in the offseason, I think we're built for it.
I agree. I haven't lost any optimism getting back to the playoffs and having another run in them. But I agree with you. It's a rough start. I expect that they're going to do better against the Rams. I don't think they're going to let them get fooled like they did last year, and I think they'll be expecting any trickery, so they're going to have to beat them straight up, which will still be tough with the Rams upgrades they've had this year. Packers at Lambeau has always given us fits. That's just a tough place to play. Besides our division games, Steelers coming to town, which we rarely see the Steelers in our house, and I still feel like we got 10-year revenge we got to make up for from that very first Super Bowl. Cowboys, again, another revenge game from last year. It'll be interesting when the Lions come to town, Golden Tate and Megatron and all that. So I think we'll take care of them, but it's going to be a lot of drama and obviously a lot of interesting storylines within that one. It's not going to be easy. But then again, last year wasn't easy either, so we're gonna have to earn it for sure. It's gonna be a long, brutal season. So strap them up and get ready for a ride, boys and girls.
Yes, sir. I just hope we have a really good season this year, and I think we will. I think the players we lost, I think we've replaced really well, and I'm just ready to get the season rolling. I've been counting it down ever since July, and we'll be playing preseason football here in less than a week, so I'm excited.
All right, good luck with your sports marketing class, as well as staying true to the 12s amidst all those other fans and in your family and otherwise. So stay true, man. Hang in there and go Hawks.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, kind of fun to talk to a 12 way over in Virginia on the East Coast. 12s everywhere, baby. Big Denver game next week. Going to be taking a couple lucky 12s to the game with Mark Collins. I understand it's their very first time in the stadium, so we're going to give them the full tour. So it's going to be a lot of fun to show them around. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Keep watching, like my videos, and Go Hawks.
Thank you for watching NorbCam. To subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the button at the top. To watch my Ask Norb segment where I answer all your deepest burning questions, click the video on the left. To watch my latest rivals, me versus an obnoxious Patriots fan, Fast and the Furious GTA style, click the video in the middle. To watch the greatest game in Seahawks history, the NFC Championship miracle win over the Packers, click the video on the right. And check out NorbCam.com. Thanks for watching. Go Hawks!